Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Wednesday morning with Mystic Yoga. We're here every morning at 9 o'clock, live streaming to you. Just to let you know a little bit for some announcements, we have on Thanksgiving yoga. It's going to be at 8 o'clock, but it's going to be a live stream class, so we hope you can join us for that. Also to let you know that on Sunday, we have part of our little Sunday Spectacular series, some sound healing, and it's going to be a immersive class that you get to drop in, bring blankets and pillows and get yourself all comfy cozy because it's going to be a wonderful class, and it's, I think, a perfect way for us to relax, renew, regen, especially as we come into this holiday season. I think it's going to be important for us to find ways to find different outlets for relaxation and for finding our own stress relief. So I hope you can join. Registration is required for that. So we'll get started. Oh, and another thing too, we get by with donations from all of you. So if you feel compelled to donate, we really, really appreciate it. It goes a long way, especially as we have such a limited way to have you in studio. Although there is space for you to come in, we appreciate anything and anyone would like to contribute to us. It really helps us and it goes a long way. So we appreciate it. Let's get this practice started. So let's get into a comfortable position. If you have a block, I encourage you to grab that block and put it underneath your sits bones, or you can choose to lie down on your back. And just let your eyes close. Let your body sink into this moment. Noticing fluctuations of energy that you have going on right now. Maybe your inclination is to go directly into stillness, or maybe it's to just encourage some gentle awareness by shifting. Notice what's going on within your inner world. Your mind's eye can scan the body to take in what there is to take in. Maybe there's ways that the physical body can soften, the jaw, the tongue. The cheeks can become hollow. The shoulders can soften. Maybe there's a gentle expansion, a natural breath that's bubbling up from within you. Maybe the mind is just focusing on nothing. Imagine that you're opening all the doors and windows of your senses to just take in what there is to take in. Breath meeting breath. sensations rolling throughout the body. Maybe you notice all the places on your body that make contact with the earth. What does the earth underneath your body feel like? What does the temperature against your skin feel like? What's going on within your own breath right now? And encourage that breath to lengthen. Imagine there's this big blooming sensation that happens from the belly. And the expansion grows all the way up to the top of the chest. Maybe each and every round of breath, you're creating just a little bit more opening, a little bit more expansion. Notice the stillness of this moment. How there might be chaos going on all around us, but within this little bubble of awareness, it feels just a little bit more protected, quieter. Lean into the breath just a little bit more while relaxing the shoulders, and see if your whole focus, 100% of your focus right now, goes directly to the breath. Taking 2 more rounds. And slowly taking your time. If you are on your back, I encourage you to draw those knees into the chest. Roll over onto your side. We'll gently all meet up in a seated position. You might remove the block if you had it for support, or keep it there if that feels best for you. And just drop your right ear, right shoulder, the chin to chest, left ear, left shoulder, and circle it back and around. Just moving at a pace that feels right for you. When we close our eyes, all of the sensations that are kind of lurking in the background can start to step into the spotlight. And I want you to tune into the experience of what's happening and turn away from any kind of expectation. Expectation, when we bring it into our practice, either leads to one of 2 things. Either we succeeded and we met our expectation, or we failed and didn't meet our expectation. Gently go in the opposite direction. But when you tune into the experience of what's happening, there's no failure. There's not even a success. Instead, what there is just an understanding and a meeting ourselves where we are. So I encourage you to just meet yourself where you are for today. Listen to that inner guide. So if something I'm doing or guiding doesn't feel comfortable, do what feels right for you. Be your own advocate. Just go around one more time, circling that neck around, letting everything be soft and pliable. And then coming into center, hands come to the shoulders. We'll start to circle those shoulders back and around a few times. So lift them up to the sky and circle them back and around. Inhale, lift them up, and exhale, open. Just a few more times. And if doing these at the same time doesn't feel good, you can start to alternate the shoulders. A little bit of a twist can help open up the lower back as well. And when you're ready, just going in that opposite direction. Again, either alternating or doing both at the same time, whichever feels the best for you. And one more time. And coming into center, rooting down into those sits bones. Let those arms reach up to the sky. Gaze can follow up. As you exhale, flip the heels of the hands away. Tuck chin to chest, lower those hands down. Inhale, the arms are going to stretch up towards the sky. Gaze can follow up. Exhale, release those hands down. One more time. This time, inhale, reach them up. As you exhale, palms together, bring them right in front of your heart space. Bowing your head. Noticing your own heartbeat. Notice any sensations that start to become alive. This moment is alive with sensation, awareness. What brought you here today? What brings you onto the mat? May we always come back to that thought when we need it as a little bit of a cushion, as a little bit of support. Inhale, reach those arms up to the sky. On your exhale, right hand is going to come down. Left hand shoots up and over to the right side. Draw that left shoulder and the right shoulder down and back. See if you can root down into that left hip and even lean back onto that left shoulder a little bit. So there's this opening. Maybe gaze looks up to the sky. Take a deep breath in to any of those sharper crevices that you feel, those sharper sensations. Inhale, both arms up to the sky. Exhale, left hand down, right hand stretches up and over. As you do this, relax both shoulders into the sockets. Maybe even lift the corners of your mouth. Indulge in the sensation of feeling good. Inhale, both arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands come down towards your knees. So you can have one leg forward, the other both, or stay cross-legged. As you inhale, press your chest forward, lift your chin up to the sky. As you exhale, tuck the pelvis around the back, look down towards your navel point. Inhale, lift the chin, press the heart space forward, and exhale. So there's that rocking in your sits bones that's happening. Just a few more times. Open up the chest, lift the chin up, and exhale to round. One more time. Inhale, lift the chin, open up the heart space, and exhale to round. Hands are going to go behind your back. Legs are going to shoot forward. So if you do have the block there, remove it. And we're just going to drop the knees over to our right side. And that left knee never has to even come down to the ground. It can stay lifted any place that feels good. You can even use the right foot as a little bit of a cushion if that feels best for you. Inhale, let those knees lift. Exhale, drop them over to the left side or the opposite side. Again, knowing that that right knee never has to touch down. Inhale, lift them up. Exhale, drop them over. Inhale, lift them up, and exhale, drop them over again. Now, come back to center and extend those legs forward, coming up into our seated staff position. Hands are going to go by your hips, and you're just going to start to pad those legs down on the ground. Just give them a little bit of a massage for the back of the legs, a lot of pressure here. That can help to create blood flow, and blood flow brings a couple different things. It brings our body healing. That's why shaking, your heart rate goes up, blood flow starts going throughout the body. It's a good thing. Especially the back of the legs, sometimes they need it. Give yourself just another 5, 4, 3, 2, you can start a band, 1, and then just windshield wiper them a few times. See how much of a release you can bring to the legs. Sometimes it's hard for us to lose control and for us to let go because we like to have control, especially of our own bodies. All right, come into center. Maybe you notice that little hint of electricity that goes throughout the legs. How beautiful is that? It's interesting when you can feel those sensations going throughout the body. So we'll come into our tabletop position. I always love that stillness after we do something just brings us more information on our bodies. So coming into tabletop, you can tent the fingers, fist the hands, or high five the earth. Inhale, tailbone lifts, chest opens, slide shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, round the back, tuck the pelvis. Inhale, tailbone lifts, chest opens, slide shoulders away from the ears, even wiggle that tailbone around. And exhale, rounding the back. Just finding a few more cats and cows. Close your eyes. See what that feels like to just move in an uninhibited way. Just move as if your only care in the world is just to follow this pattern and to find your own unique expression of this pattern. Just cats and cows. One of the first things I think we learn as we come into yoga is to find flexibility from within our spine. So what does that mean for you? Where do you feel the sensations? Where do you let them ride? Now after this next exhale, I want you to press your hips back towards your heels, finding your child's pose. Knees can open as wide as it feels comfortable. Forehead can come down to the ground, hands or a block. Maybe big toes touch. You can also shift if it feels okay for you back and forth within the hips. Maybe the forehead rocks from side to side. You give yourself a little massage. Again, indulging in what it feels like to be you at this moment. Where are you holding on to control? And is there somewhere else that you can surrender to? Give yourself just a few more breaths. And a gentle wiggling of the toes. Little cues to relax. Extending your arms towards the front of your mat. Press your fingertips down into the mat. Let the arms come off of the mat. And just drop the right shoulder down a little bit more and the left. Just alternating. Right shoulder sinks down and then the left. You can get as big as you want with those twists or stay a little bit more compact. Just taking another breath. And then pressing those hands into the mat, we're going to push ourselves up into our tabletop position. Taking the right foot, step it back to the back of the mat and dig that right toe into the mat. Push into your hands and tuck the pelvis so you fire up the belly. Lifting up that left knee to a hover. Notice what it feels like to lift it up. You can even move that left leg around. Maybe it feels better to be in a different position. Back, stay bent. Squeeze that right quad. Take a deep breath in, soften your jaw. And on your exhale, drop the left knee down and lift that right foot up and over to the left side of your mat. Look over the left shoulder at the foot. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, you're going to curl it up to the right armpit. Inhale, foot steps back and over to the left side. And exhale, curl it in. And last time, foot steps back, look over the left shoulder. Exhale, curl it in. Now drop down onto the left elbow. And then slowly release the right knee down to a hover. On your inhale, lift it up to the side of your mat. And exhale, lower it down to a hover. Inhale, lift it up. And exhale to a hover one more time. Inhale, lift it up, hold it here. On your exhale, kick the foot out to the right side. Leg is extended to the right side off the mat. Inhale, bend the knee, right knee. Exhale, kick it out. 2 more times. Inhale to bend. Exhale, kick it out. And last time, inhale to bend. Exhale, kick it out. Now release the right foot outside of your mat. Come onto the left palm. Press the hips forwards and backwards a bunch of times. Opening up the right inner thigh, just shifting the body in a way that feels right for you. So for my friends at home, so you can see what's going on, we're just shifting forwards and backwards. That right leg is extended to the right side of the mat. Now, coming into a neutral position with the body stacking over the left knee, torso comes up, gate pose. If this doesn't feel good, you can always drop that right foot down, coming more into a 90-90 position. Do whatever feels right for you. Reach the arms up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, right hand comes down on the thigh. Either position. Left arm sweeps up and over to the right side. Relax the shoulders. Let your breath fill any of those tighter areas. Deep breath in and out. Inhale, come back up. On your exhale, take that left hand, drop it down. Reach your right hand up and over, bicep and ear, get nice and close, and then lift up if you want that right leg. It's an option. You do not have to do it. Take one more breath. And out. Release the right foot down, tuck the pelvis. Inhale, torso comes up. Exhale, hands to the front of your mat. Step right knee next to the left. Easy peasy. You have it memorized for the next side. Left foot to the back of your mat. Get yourself situated. And when you're ready, pressing into the hands, left foot, lift that right knee to a hover. And again, see what it feels like to do something different. Keep that left leg really engaged. One more deep breath in. And on your exhale, release the right knee down. Left foot pops up and over to the right side of the right foot. Look over the right shoulder at the foot. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, curl left knee into the left armpit. Inhale, foot steps back over to the right side. Exhale, curl it in. And one more time, step it back, inhale. Exhale, curl it in. Now, keep it curled, drop down onto the right elbow. Exhale, kick the foot out to the left side. Inhale to bend the knee. Exhale, kick it out. 2 more times. Inhale, bend. Exhale, kick it out. And last time. Inhale to bend. Exhale, kick it out. Oh, you're right. Oh, okay. So bend that knee. We're going to go back one step. Lower it down to a hover. What would I do without you? Lift it back up. And lower it down. See, we're just doing it in a different order, just to see what it feels like. Lift it back up. And one more time. Lower it down. And lift it back up. Now kick that foot out. Drop it down. As long as you get both on both sides, we're good. Come onto that right hand and shift forwards and backwards. To be human, right? And to be fluid and flexible. Not within the body, but within the body also helps. But flexibility from within our own minds. Just give yourself one more breath. And we'll come up to that neutral place. Walk those hands up. Gate pose. Again, you could have that left knee bent if that feels better for you. Or stay in true gate. Reach those arms up to the sky. Exhale, left hand down on the left leg, right arm stretches up and over. But if anything, what yoga's taught me is that flexibility here is a much better thing than even flexibility here. To be okay with not being okay, to let go. Inhale, both arms up to the sky. Exhale, right hand down. Left leg can lift. Left arm can stretch. But I think that's the important thing, is just to find my breath, meet myself where I am. Take one more deep breath in and out. Drop the foot down, tuck the pelvis. Inhale, torso comes up. Exhale, hands down. Drop left knee next to the right. Circle out the hips. Circle out the ribs. Shake out the head, yes, no. Do what feels right for you. And you can get that motion really big, pressing hips forwards and backwards as much as it feels comfortable for you. It's a nice thing about being in the comfort of your own home, is that you get to move your body in a way where all of those judgments that we have, it doesn't matter, because it's just you. It's just you. And we maybe take away some of those little veils of judgment and just sink ourselves into moving with this authenticity. Coming into center, tuck the toes, inhale, exhale, press those hips back and up. Coming into your downward facing dog, start to pedal the feet. Bend the right leg, bend the left, move the hips. Maybe feet open wider than you're used to. Maybe they stay closer. Maybe you bend both knees and try to lift that tailbone higher up to the sky. And encourage the belly to sink and the chest to sink down. Notice how many things are happening within down dog. This is not what I would consider a restful pose. There is a lot of activity that happens here. And we never want to just sink into our joints. We want to have this awareness that we are protecting our body. We're strengthening it. Give yourself one more deep breath in and out. Slowly bend those knees. Walk your feet towards your hands to come into your forward fold. The gaze can look between your legs. You can shake out your head, yes and no. Maybe elbows on the thighs feels better for you today. You can bend those knees as much as you need to. Wiggle the hips. Again, notice where you're hanging on to stress, where you're hanging on. Sometimes having control can actually bite us in our tail feathers. So maybe you give permission to let go just a little bit more. Give yourself one more deep breath in and out. Now bend your knees, bring your elbows to your thighs, coming into that supported forward fold position. Relax the shoulders away from your ears and sink those hips back. Knees are staying well behind those toes. Anchor left elbow into the left knee. On your inhale, stretch that right arm up to the sky. Hug those shoulder blades in towards each other. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, release the right elbow down to the knee. Rebend the knees if you lost it. Anchor into that safe place. Relax shoulders from the ears. And on your inhale, left arm stretches up to the sky. See what that feels like. Sink down deeper. Deep breath in. And exhale. Release the elbow down. Hands to the earth. Lift those hips. See what it feels like to lengthen the back of the legs without adding undue pressure. Inhale, bend the knees. We'll roll up to standing. Sweep the arms up to the sky. And exhale, hands come to our heart space. Take that right arm, inhale, sweep it up to the sky. This is called centering. Exhale, hand comes down that center channel, facing towards the left. Left arm, inhale, sweep it up. And exhale. One more time, each side. Inhale, sweep it up. And exhale, down. Left, inhale, sweep it up. And exhale, down. Take a deep breath in, soften the knees, arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, sink into your chair. So we're gonna do a little bit of a moving chair. So we're gonna anchor into that left foot. We're gonna step that right foot back and add an angle so that we're finding external rotation of our hips, and then we'll step it in. So we'll start again going off to that right side. Arms will open and close, all right? Left foot, right leg back. Inhale, exhale, step it in. Left inhale goes back and step it in. Right goes back and step it in, and left goes back and step it in. And right and step it in, and left and step it in. So we're just going side to side. We're gonna do this just for another 30 seconds. You can go as fast or as slow as you want. You could also stay down the whole time instead of popping up. And I always like this because I feel like it's like a little ninja sensation. And you can also do anything you want with your arms. A lot of times I'll do kickback with those elbows. We have another 5 seconds, probably enough for you to do either side. Once you come back to center, after you do the left back, hands come down to the thighs, lift your tailbone, open up your heart space. You have to have fun with it, right? Exhale, round the back. Inhale, lift tailbone, open up heart space. And exhale to round. Inhale, come up to standing. Arms sweep up to the sky. Palms together, swinging behind the back of the head. Bend those knees, tuck the pelvis, so there's no pressure on our lower back. Take a deep breath in and out. Inhale, arms sweep up to the sky. Exhale, hinge down, forward fold. Slide the hands to your shins, come into your halfway lift, and exhale, release down. Hands to the earth, step feet to the back of your mat. Come into your plank. For our first time, we are gonna make our way down all the way. So you might choose to come onto knees, or you might keep those legs lifted, whatever feels best for you. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, slow motion, make your way down all the way. Once you're down on the ground, anchor the hips, squeeze the glutes, squeeze your quads, keep the gaze down. Inhale, head, shoulders, lift up, slide shoulders away from the ears. And on your exhale, release down. We're gonna do it again. Squeeze those glutes, squeeze the thighs. Inhale, head, shoulders, lift up. And exhale to release down. Push into the hands and knees. Push up, tabletop, exhale, child's pose. Take a deep breath in and out. Give yourself one more deep breath in and out. Reaching hands to the front of your mat. Inhale, press up, tabletop. Exhale, tuck toes, down dog. Pedal feet, Move the shoulders, move the hips. Shake out everything, yes and no. We're going to take that right leg. We're going to lift it up to the sky. So deep breath in, right leg lifts up. On your exhale, curl the knee into the chest, roll forward, three-legged plank. Inhale, lift it up. And exhale, knee into chest, roll forward, three-legged plank. This time, inhale, leg lifts up, bend the knee, stack right hip on top of left. I like to imagine that there's a string that's pulling my right hip up. Inhale, neutralize the hips, extending right leg up to the sky. Exhale, step right foot to the front of your mat. As an option, grab 2 blocks if you have them. They make my world a little bit better. Elongating my arms, I'll take it. Now take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, straighten the front leg, lengthen it. Inhale to bend, and exhale to lengthen. And one more time, inhale to bend, and exhale to lengthen. Pause here in this lengthened position. Bring maybe your head towards the right knee, wiggle the hips, shake out the head, yes, no. You know, what distracts you from this moment? Sometimes distractions are an awesome thing. I mean that in the most serious way. Inhale, bend into the right knee, anchor into that left hand, start to spiral the right arm up to the sky, finding your revolve lunge. Start to circle out the right arm. So I'm in the completion, last 2 mountains of my 48, the New Hampshire 4,000 footers, go in the opposite direction. And I have to say, we started complaining at a very sloggy part of the hike, and I must have blacked out. We got through like a good 2 miles without me even knowing. So complaining sometimes has its place. Take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, right hand comes down. Slowly move those blocks. Torso comes upright, coming into our lunge. Bending into that right knee. Relax shoulders away from ears. Relax the right toes. On your inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, bend everything. Elbows, knees, inhale to lengthen, and exhale to bend. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale to bend. Stay down low, relax shoulders. I think I lost it. And then twist open to the right side. Inhale slowly, come back to center. Now let those hands come by your hips, palms facing forward. Start to hinge that torso forward. Relax shoulders away from the ears. Give yourself one more deep breath in right here. And out. Now bring your hands down to the ground. Lift that left leg up to the sky, coming into our standing split. We'll see what happens. Now, are you ready to get weird with me? Something different. We're gonna bend that left knee, and you're gonna plant the left leg behind the right. So you have to bend that right knee in order to come down. Yeah, all the way down to the ground. Do we make it, kinda? We get down anyway, we can. Ta-da! Now take the left hand, grab onto that right knee, and twist open to the right side. Just to see what happens. Sometimes you find yourself on the ground and you're like, how did I end up here? Inhale, come on back to center. All right, we're gonna have to come forward. Using momentum, maybe you shift back a little bit. Anchor into that right foot, hands on the ground. Lift that left leg up to the sky. Did it work? Yeah. Hey, listen, anywhere we get there. That's the beautiful thing. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, bend both knees, bring left knee behind the right, a little funky curtsy. Inhale, stretch it up to the sky. Exhale, funk it out for me. Bend both knees. And one more time. Inhale up. And exhale, get weird. Now inhale, left leg reaches up. You're going to softly plant it to the back of your mat. Find warrior two base. Torso comes upright. Sound effects are never optional. They're always there. Relax those shoulders. Bend into that right knee. Now take and reach right hand up to the sky. Look down to your left toes. Does that change the way you feel this position? Take a deep breath in and out. Inhale, come back, warrior two. Exhale, right elbow down, left arm sweeps up to the front of your mat. Extended side angle. Did you lose the bend? On your inhale, torso comes upright. Now straighten the right leg, dial toes to the left side. Open up the palms. On your exhale, hinge forward. Wide-legged forward fold. And then just encourage head, neck, shoulders to relax. So the interesting thing about trying something that's different, maybe about trying something that's hard, is that the next step, the next breath has to happen. It's gonna happen. So no matter how much we're deep in the muck and mire, eventually it ends. And that's the beauty of life, and that's the beauty of this practice, is when something feels intense or weird or challenging in both a mental and physical way, we learn that we can adapt. We learn that we can grow. You might choose to shift the weight over to the right and bend the right knee, and then come back up and bend the left, and just allow for there to be some fluidity within what you're doing, either by being static, staying still, or by finding a dynamic positioning, dynamic movements, shifting. What is it your body calls for today? I'm going to give you one more breath, although you can take as many breaths as you might need. And then we'll come into center. Bending those knees, we'll roll up to standing. All right. Left toes are going to go to the back of your mat. Right leg is going to swing up and over the thigh. Right ankle on the left thigh. Hands on hips, hands at heart space. Encourage the torso to hinge forward first. So I'm just trying to bring my belly down towards my thighs. And then from there, press the hips back more, push back into your glutes. Then bend that left knee. Keep pressing back, keep shifting the weight to the left heel. Relax your shoulders. Take a deep breath in and out. One more deep breath in and out. Now inhale, slowly come back up to center. Unhook the right foot. Step open into our goddess. As we step open into our goddess, notice where your body settles. See if there's a way that you can neutralize the back. If that doesn't feel good for the hips, the knees, any part of you, hinging forward, hips back, can feel good for the body. So do what feels right for you rather than what we think of that classic pose. Sink down a little bit more, relax those shoulders. Notice how you meet the sensations. Do you need to ease up? Do you need to push through? Shifting the weight over to the left leg, right heel lifts. And then drop it down and then lift the left. And drop it down, lift the right. Drop it down and lift the left. And drop it down. We're going to keep going side to side. And just notice the quivering of the ankles, the movement within the foot, the movement within the ankle. Do you come up every time? Can you stay down low? It's a choice. And notice and acknowledge that choice and go with it. Be present right here and right now. This is only about you. If you lay down on your back for this whole practice, guess what? You're doing yoga. Yoga is the practice of meeting yourself where you are, meeting breath, merging it into the body. Breath, spirit, we yoke it into one. After that left heel drops, hands to heart space, maybe lift both heels. Stay down lower with those hips. And a little bounce for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop heels, press up, toes to the front of your mat. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky. Happy day. Sun is shining, it's good. Hands to the earth, step back, come into your plank. Take a deep breath in and out. Inhale, knees to earth or not. Exhale, high plank, either halfway down or all the way down. Inhale to either cobra or upward facing dog. You choose what's right for you today. Exhale through tabletop to down dog or straight to down dog or child's pose. Pedal the feet. Take a deep breath in and out. Give yourself one more breath and out. Feet together at the back of your mat. Inhale, left leg reaches up to the sky. Exhale, knee into chest, roll forward, three-legged plank. Inhale, lift it up. And exhale, three-legged plank. Next time that leg goes up, hold it up. Maybe bend the knee, stack left hip on top of right if that's accessible. Inhale, neutralize the hips. On your exhale, step the foot to the front of your mat. Grab those blocks. We're back. We're back, other side. All right, so right foot back, left foot forward, hands on blocks if that feels best for you. Take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, lengthen the front leg. Inhale to bend, and exhale to straighten. And two more times, just moving at your own pace, or not. Maybe breathing through your nose the whole time so we get used to the sensation of a deeper release through the nose. Once you have that front leg straight, pause here. Shake out the head yes and no. How do we make something that feels bold feel a little less bold? We have these gentle conversations with our body. Inhale to bend. Now we'll slowly remove the blocks. Torso comes upright. Ta-da! All right, once we come upright, adjust any way you need to. Relax shoulders away from ears. Good, relax the left toes. Inhale, straighten the front leg, arms reach up. Exhale, bend knees, bend elbows. Inhale up, and exhale, bend. Last time, inhale up, and exhale to bend. Stay low. Relax shoulders. Twist open to the left. Ta-da! Lots of ta-das, right? We should ta-da, at least 5 times an hour. Inhale, come back to center. And then take those arms. Let them come down by the hips, palms facing forward. And then from here, hinge forward. Relax those shoulders away from ears. That's my mantra of this year. Relax the left toes. Take a deep breath in. And then on your exhale, plant the hands down. Lift that right leg up to the sky. Standing half split. Now, bend the right knee. Bring it behind the left. We're going to drop the right shin and glute down onto the mat. Can we do it? Yes, we can. And it doesn't have to be the same way I did it. Right hand on that left leg, twist open to the left side. But one of the most important things, and I don't care if you're 5 years old or 105, is learning to get up and down without the use necessarily of our hands. I actually practice this. I make my husband practice it. It's an important skill for us to have and to never lose. Balance is really important. Slowly come back to center. Now, we can use momentum, and you can use your hands for this. Shift back a little bit if you want to. Left foot plugs down. Right leg reaches up to the sky. Yeah, yes, it's all good. Now, we're going to do those little funky curtsies, 3 of them. Right leg up, inhale. Exhale, bend right knee, bring it behind the left. Inhale, up. And exhale, down. Last one, inhale, up. And exhale, down. Now, reach that right leg up, place it to the back of your mat, warrior 2. Torso comes up, right? A twist. Yeah. So that left foot is facing to the front of your mat, right foot open at that 90-degree angle. See if it feels okay to bend into that left knee. Relax shoulders away from the ears. Notice the breath. Deep breath in and out. Flip that left hand up to the sky. Inhale, reach it up. Don't lose that generous bend in the left knee. Inhale, come on back, warrior 2. Exhale, left elbow down. Right arm sweeps up, bicep to ear. Extended side angle. Or come up higher. See what it feels like to just meet it where it is. Inhale, torso comes upright. Straighten the front leg, dial. Left toes to the right side. Open up the palms, deep breath in. Exhale, hinge forward. Shake out the head, yes. No. Option to extend those hands as far as you can away from you. Notice the wiggling that can happen within the hips, the shifting. Again, where do you give way? Releasing this sense of inner control. We have no control over many things. The one thing I do find I can have a little bit of influence over is my breath. So I work with that. Hands can reach between the legs if you want to try that. See what that feels like. Give yourself one more breath. And then we'll slowly come back to center. Bend those knees, roll up to standing. Now, as we do, the right toes are going to face the back of your mat. So you're going to turn to the back of the room. Yeah. And then that left ankle is going to sweep on top of the right thigh. Yeah, 1, 2, 15 steps, because guess what? It's your journey. Like, we might be all climbing the same mountain, but what we see is different. Torso hinges forward first. We're not. And then bend the right knee. And that's the interesting thing about all of this, is that even though the big points in our life are the same, the way we experience our life is so completely authentic just to us and to our experience. Slowly press up. Unhook that left ankle, step it back, come into your goddess. This time, hands are gonna come down to the thighs, press those hips back. Toes can come forward just a little bit more. And then we're gonna twist, looking over the right shoulder. I forgot about how much I missed the heat. Inhale, come back to center, and exhale, twist open to the left. It's interesting, something that we take for granted, I think, with being in these four walls. Once you're back here, it's like, oh yeah, there's something that just melts away. Some people ask me why I practice with heat, and it's because you can't get away from the heat. You can't. And that's so interesting. Come back to center, one more time over to the right. And it's a beautiful thing to just feel the body loosen up in ways that you never thought it would. Come back to center, bend those knees, roll up to standing. As we roll up to standing, all toes are going to go back to the front of your mat. Arms sweep up to the sky. Exhale, hands to the ground, step back with the left foot. Come into your plank. In this plank, before we find our little chaturanga, drop heels over to the right, left arm reaches up, find your side plank. You can always drop that right knee down if you choose to, kind of like from the beginning. And gate pose, a little slightly different. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, left hand down, heels become neutral. We'll do it to the other side. Heels over to the left. Right arm reaches up to the sky. Take a deep breath in. Again, left knee can come down if you want. Why not? And then right hand down. Take a deep breath in. Knees to earth or not. Exhale, high plank, low plank. Inhale to upward dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Now take that right leg, reach it up to the sky. As you exhale, step right foot to the right side of your mat into the front. Bring your right hand inside. We're gonna find lizard. So drop the left knee down and just encourage some shifting. So I'll show you from the front. Just some shifting. Can you see my foot? And see what that feels like. Now you can have the knee open and close without coming to the outer edge of the right foot, or you can move within that right foot. Just make sure you're really aware of how much pressure is on that right outer edge of the foot. Bones on the outside of the foot are weaker, smaller. That's why we ask you to stabilize with the whole foot, arch side too. Now you have an option here. You can stay up high. That might feel like what's in your wheelhouse for today. Or you might choose to take a block or two blocks, come down onto the left elbow. I always go to outer elbow first. And then if that feels good, come down into the right elbow. Option to even tuck the left toes and lift the knee up if that feels okay. Or coming all the way down on your elbows. Give yourself 2 breaths right here. Now you have the option to stay where you are for this little next section, or come onto your palms. I like doing quad stretches from here. You don't necessarily even have to grab onto the left foot, okay? Or you could, by taking that right hand and grabbing, and maybe we reach or maybe we don't. I know, today I'm just grabbing my heel. But this is still this is a stretch, right? We don't even need more. Oh, yay! Yeah. So we'll slowly release. Once you got it, release it. And then from here, move the blocks just slightly off, hands inside, step that right foot back to meet the left. Press back down dog. We're gonna do it on the other side. Left leg reaches up. Step it side of that left